Hi everybody, we're here with the Shake It Up litter of medium-sized multi-generation Australian Labradoodles, and these puppies are from Isle Labradoodles, and this is their 7-week update. This update is a really special one as this is the allocation update. This is where we let everybody know which puppy has chosen which family to be their forever family. So it's a really exciting time for us, for the puppies, and of course, most particularly for the families. So we have 11 puppies in this litter. Normally, I don't use any notes, but with 11 puppies, I'm sure I will make a mistake somewhere. So I hope you'll forgive me if I refer to notes for this video so that I get everything correct. At least I hope I do. So we're starting today with Brown Collar Boy. Brown Collar Boy is going to go and live in Victoria with a really lovely retired couple. And this family asked us for a puppy who was quiet, calm, and great with young grandchildren. In particular, they wanted a puppy who was not going to wake up the baby while the baby was sleeping in the afternoon. And I think we can probably all relate to that request. They also enjoy traveling quite a bit. So they wanted a dog who was going to enjoy going on car rides with them, exploring new places, and staying in hotels. I think that's the kind of life I would enjoy. And they also were looking for a dog who would bring back some love and laughter into their home after they recently lost their dog. So we chose Brown Collar as the match for this family. And the reason we made that decision was because Brown Collar is the calmest and quietest puppy in this litter. He is our gentle giant from the litter. He is a very sweet boy and he absolutely adores children. So I think he's really going to think that having grandchildren in his life on a regular basis is a great bonus for him. And I'm pretty sure he won't have any trouble being quiet and sleeping along with the baby. He does like to have his afternoon naps. He's very good with children and quite gentle with them. You'll see that he's biting at me right now, which is normal at this age, but he is also really easy to distract from biting. I don't have anything to give him, but even at that, I can get him refocused and not biting on me quite easily. He's an intuitive young fellow. He is incredibly sensitive. He is a very, very sensitive soul. He takes everything to heart and takes everything quite personally. He can't wait for a family to call his own. He is so eager to give of himself and all of his love and attention. So I think he'll just be thrilled when he gets to go home this weekend with his new family. And he also can be quite amusing. So there will be times when he elicits quite a bit of laughter from his new family. He has some adorable head tilts when he's listening and trying to figure out what it is you're asking of him. So that's our Brown Collar Boy. And next, we are going to take a look at Yellow Collar Girl. Just trade with Reynolds. There we go. Hi, Yellow. Hi, sweetie. There's my girl. Yellow Collar Girl is going to be going to Surrey, and she's going to be joining a young couple, and she's going to be spending her life living in an apartment. So you can imagine there's a couple of unique requirements here. So what her family asked for was a puppy who was very quiet, who was content to spend short periods of time on her own, as she will have, her parents will be at work, but they will have different caregiving arrangements for Yellow Collar Girl. And they both are so fortunate. They live just a short walk away from their job, so they're able to come back during the day and spend some time with her, so she's not alone for a long period of time. And they also need a puppy, obviously, who's going to be content with apartment life. So that means a puppy who's not responding and constantly aroused and barking in response to hearing people in the hallways, or perhaps if she's on the balcony, seeing or observing people out on their balconies. They also have a cabin that is on a lake, and they enjoy going to that and going for many hikes. And on those visits, they also have lots of young children. So they needed a puppy who was going to be able to fit into those circumstances as well. And of course, they're looking for cuddles and companionship. So we chose Yellow Collar Girl for this lovely young couple for a few reasons. Mostly, she is very similar to Brown in that she has a very nice, quiet demeanor. She is not the type of dog who startles easily, and she'll be well able to adjust to the sounds of people coming and going in the apartment building without being concerned. Yellow is also quite an independent puppy, so she's able to be on her own without having any upset about being left and not having other puppies to play with or things like that. So she'll be good in that situation as well. She's a very easygoing girl and adaptable. So this means when it's the weekend and it's time to go to the cabin and off to the lake, she'll be able to change gears rapidly and very readily and be out for a great time and up for an adventure and going for a hike and probably for a swim in the lake too. Labradoodles all generally love to swim. Water is something they're very fond of. She is also similar to Brown Collar, very fond of children. She was one of the first puppies to gravitate to Peyton, our young puppy socializer. And I think that she is going to find that her life has a really nice balance where she has a nice, quiet, regular routine during the week and then lots of fun and adventure at the lake on the weekends. That will just be the icing on the cake for her. So that's Yellow Collar Girl. Okay, sweetie. Next, I can already tell which puppy this is without even having to look at my notes or check the collar because he's grunting. This is Light Blue Collar Boy, and he has the most amusing habit of grunting whenever you pick him up. He's quite funny. So Light Blue Collar Boy, he is off to Victoria, and he too is going to go and live with a lovely retired couple. Their asks were for a puppy who was fun, a little bit goofy, and they are going to be participating in the Van Isle Gordon Head meetups. And if you're not familiar with what that is a good number of our puppies and their families get together on a regular basis throughout Vancouver Island, but there's usually a weekly meetup at Gordon Head Middle School, and all the doodles and their families come and they just have a get together and everyone has a great time. They also tend to go up to Parksville, to Rathtrevor Beach, and all sorts of places that they all meet up with. It's a wonderful community, and we're so proud that everybody participates and gets along. So this little fellow is already signed up to participate in those community activities. They also wanted a puppy who was going to give them a lot of companionship and also bring some happiness and joy back into their lives after losing their doggie. So we picked Light Blue Collar for them for a few reasons. First of all, he is fun. He is a real entertainer, this little guy. As you heard me mention, he makes those adorable little grunts when you pick him up. He can be goofy and provide a great deal of entertainment for everyone. He loves meeting people and dogs, so he's a very social, outgoing fellow. So that will be great for all the weekly meetups that he's going to go to. He's got these lovely bright eyes and his tail's always wagging, and he has a great big smile to welcome everybody whenever someone new comes within his line of sight. He also loves to be cuddled, and he's very keen to give affection back. And this lucky puppy is going to be spending his winters in Palm Springs. I mean, really, talk about the life. I wish I was going to his family. So we know that he will be quite content to make the car ride down to California, and he'll just think it's one big continuing adventure to go and meet all of his new California buddies. So that's Light Blue Collar Boy. There you go, buddy. Hello, sweetheart. And now we have Miss Purple Collar. Hello, girl. How are you? Purple Collar is also going to live in Victoria, and she is going to a family with 2 children. Purple Collar is very similar to Light Blue Collar in that she is a whole heck of a lot of fun. Indeed, these 2 puppies could have traded families quite readily. The asks for Purple Collar's family were that they had a happy vibe and that they had a puppy who enjoyed going for walks, exploring parks, walking on the beach and going splashing and swimming in the water, would develop a very strong bond, was still calm and very friendly, and would bring some life into their house and fill it with some love and laughter. So Miss Purple Collar was chosen for this family because you can see how much her eye contact, how strong her eye contact is with me. She is constantly checking with me, and she gets all of her cues from me, and she responds to those. That makes a puppy who is very strong in developing her bonds, easy to train, and a really nice balance to the temperament. She is a really social girl. She cannot wait to go and meet new people, meet new dogs, investigate new things. She's out bounding around all of the time. So she's extremely social, which will be great with the kids. She will love doing things with them, learning how to fetch, go on walks, meet their friends, whatever activities they want to do with her. She is an adventurous little girl with lots of confidence, and she can be a little sassy pants at times. So she's very playful, and she also absolutely lives for her affection and her cuddles. So she'll be great for mom during the day when she gets all of that quieter time until the kids come back from school. So that's Purple Collar and her new life. Here you go, my little sweetheart. Hello, baby girl. This is Dark Blue Collar Girl. Hey, sweetie, can I just move you over here? What a good girl you are. Oh, what a good girl. Now, Dark Blue Collar Girl is the only puppy that is not either black or black and white in the litter. She is this beautiful sable girl. She's very unique, and we think she's beautiful inside and out. Now, Dark Blue Collar Girl is going to a really sweet young couple who don't have any children yet. They live in Victoria as well, and what their asks was for a dog who would help them to grow from a couple to a family. And they wanted a puppy who was fairly easy to train, as this is their first dog together. I think it's also their practice for having children. Shh, don't tell them I said that. They needed to have a girl who was going to be adaptable because her Dark Blue Collar's mom works shifts. So that means some days she's home with the puppy, some days she's sleeping during the day, and some days both of her parents will be at work, and she'll have a different caregiver and different caregiver options on those days. They also wanted to have a puppy who enjoyed going for trail runs and on doggy dates. So we picked Dark Blue Collar Girl for them because, as I said, she is just beautiful inside and out. She is a very clever girl. You'll see that she, like Purple, has very strong eye contact. And the strong eye contact tells me that this is a puppy who is always going to be looking to her humans and asking, what is it you want from me? What would you like me to do? So eager to learn and very eager to please. She's an intelligent girl, so she's going to be easy to train. She also has that very strong desire to do what you want her to do. It's just the matter of making sure you can communicate to her so she understands what it is you're asking of her. She is, as you can see from all her kisses and loves, very affectionate, full of love. She really enjoys people and new experiences. She likes running all over the place outside when we're out in the back. And she is just the perfect puppy for first-time dog parents. And she's also full of cuddles and loves. So she's going to have no problem snuggling up during the day when her mom is sleeping after a night shift and just going, oh, I'm right next to my mommy. I am really happy. So that's Dark Blue Collar Girl. Hey, sweetie. Hi. There we go. Over you go. There we are. Next, we have here, oops, can you turn around for the camera, sweetie? Hey, can you get you just to turn around? Oh, what a good girl. This is Gray Collar Girl. Now, Gray Collar Girl is also going to live in Victoria, and she's going to live with a professional couple. And their asks were for a puppy who was a little bit lower energy, very calm, very focused from home, and very quiet. So we picked Gray Collar Girl because she fits that bill perfectly. She is a very, very quiet girl. She is very studious and a very serious puppy. So her mom works from home and she works with people. The Gray Collar Girl is going to have no problem fitting into that lifestyle. She will be able to be in the office and have no problem being very quiet. She's also the type of puppy who is quite intelligent and very intuitive. So she's able to find easily, she's able to discern quite easily if someone comes into the office who is perhaps distressed or upset over something. She'll know what to do. She'll know when it's time to be quiet and sit back, when it's time to go and sit beside the person and provide them with some comfort and support, and when it's time maybe just to show a little more enthusiasm, wag the tail, and just bring a smile to that person's face. She's going to be excellent in this role. She likes to investigate new things, so she'll be happy when she goes out on walks and in new situations, but she always stays very close by with her family. She's not one who is going to want to go off and chase the geese or be out of sight or very far away from her people. She is a very devoted and loyal type of puppy. She's going to bond very deeply with the two people in her family and have a very strong tie with them. And she is also going to be very content to have a quieter lifestyle that doesn't involve constant activity and adventure. She'll be up for an adventure if they are, but she'll also be quite content to just sit at home and be a quiet girl that provides comfort and love to her family. So we think we made a really good match here with Gray Collar Girl. Hey, sweetie. Then we're just going to move you right over here. That's my girl. And next we have our complete opposite girl. This is Pink Collar Girl. Hi, BB girl. Pink Collar Girl is going to live in Souk, and she is going to be living with a couple who own and operate a bed and breakfast. Their asks were for a puppy who had lots of spirit, character, and was outgoing, and enjoyed beach walks and, of course, meeting lots of new people. Well, we couldn't have found a better fit than we did with Pink Collar Girl. She is our social butterfly. This little lady is a big presence, and she is full of spirit, personality, and just larger than life. She is quite something. Her best day, if she got to pick the best day in her life, would be one where she met all sorts of new people, a few new dogs, and got to run along the beach. And that pretty much sums up, I think, what most of her days are going to be comprised of. She really is going to be a great addition, I think, to the bed and breakfast. She will be so happy to rush out and greet people, say hi, welcome them, and give them the benefit of all of her charm and her cute little adorable looks. Pink is also very fond of the water, so I think walking on the beach is going to be something that she really enjoys. So that's Pink Collar Girl. We think that she's going to have a really fun life in her bed and breakfast. There you go, little princess. Now we have Miss Peach Collar Girl. Hi, baby. And I happen to know that Peach Collar Girl is going to now be Charlotte. So this is Charlotte. Charlotte is going to go live in Courtenay, and she is going to be in a family with 3 women. Now talk about lucky, hey? Their asks were for a very sensitive girl that had a therapy, comfort dog type of temperament. They need a puppy who is able to be comfortable in multiple different situations with a large variety of people, and some of those people will be in high stress situations. They also needed a puppy who was going to be trainable to do volunteer work and able to provide comfort to the people that she'll be working with, as opposed to the type of puppy who needs to be comforted by her humans. So Charlotte fits the bill perfectly. This little girl has maturity beyond her age. She has emotional stability and a very strong character. This makes her an excellent candidate to do this type of work. When you want to place a puppy who is going to be working with people that are under stress, you need to have a puppy who is able to absorb that stress and not become overstressed themselves. So while we have dogs who are sensitive, sometimes we have dogs who are sensitive, and they're sensitive to the point where they would not be able to cope with absorbing stress from other people around them. Then we have dogs who we refer to more as being intuitive and able to understand how to properly appreciate people who are in different circumstances. So Charlotte is one of those types of puppies, the latter, where she's able to intuitively understand that people are in a difficult situation and she's able to comfort them. She has the broad shoulders, mentally speaking, that is able to provide that support to them. She's also very perceptive in terms of knowing when she should be friendly and when she should just sit back and wait for someone to approach her. She has really excellent skills in that regard. And on the flip side, she is fun. She is adorable. She is full of love. She absolutely just enjoys being cuddled and petted and just wrapped up in the arms of her favorite people. She will also love to go out for hikes and adventures and walks. So she's going to be able to provide lots of fun and entertainment for the youngest member of her family, as well as provide emotional support for the young woman that is being volunteered with, who does have some difficulties emotionally speaking. She's going to provide all sorts of great opportunities for her middle woman in her life for volunteering, working with people, and just being home providing love. And then with the grandma in her life, she is going to have all of the sensitivity to know, I need to slow it down, relax, and make it so that grandma doesn't have any problem walking with me. So we think that this well-rounded little girl is going to be perfect for the three important women in her life. So that's Charlotte. Hello, sweetie. Now we have one of our other big fellows, and this is Black Collar Boy. You probably heard him off camera there. He likes to make sure that everybody knows that he is around. So Black Collar Boy is going to live in Victoria, and he is going to go to a family with twins. Now, what is more fun than that? Hey, buddy? Yeah. Their asks were for a puppy who could be fun and energetic with the twins, but he would also be able to be calm and quiet. So during the day, he would be quite content working from mom's home office with her and not provide so much distraction she never got any work done anymore. They also needed a puppy who was happy to go boating and go camping and would be a good listener and a good learner. So we picked Black Collar Boy for them for a few reasons. All of those, of course. Also, they have a little bit of allergy sensitivity, and you'll notice Black Collar Boy's coat is fully lifted. That's the term we use to describe this fluffiness. Hello, baby boy. And that generally is telling us that that is the most likely to be the allergy-friendly coat. None of the puppies are shedding or anything like that, but the more fluffed up they are, generally the higher amount of allergy friendliness you find. Anyways, Black Boy is just going to be so happy to be part of a family. He's just dying to get out there and make somebody happy and have all of their attention and affection. I know he is going to think that boating and camping is just the cat's meow and the best thing in life. He will be very devoted to his twins and have a great time with them. I'm sure that they will find that they have 100 times more friends because everyone's going to want to come over and play with Black Collar Boy. He's able to focus really strongly on what you are asking of him, and that will make him easy to train as he will understand quickly what it is you are asking him to do. He really just wants to do what's right, and praise is his biggest reward. He likes being huddled and told what a good boy he is more than anything else. He also really likes all the attention that garners for him. So that's Black Collar Boy. Hi, sweetie. Hi. Next we have Red Collar Girl. Hello, little pretty girl. How are you? Red Collar Girl is also going to live in Victoria. I think this litter is the only litter we've had with so many families who live in Victoria, and it's our biggest litter. Yes, Red Collar Girl is going to a family with 3 children. So their asks were for a slightly smaller dog, active enough to be able to keep up with the 3 kids. The kids are very focused on having a puppy who is going to learn to do tricks and to play fetch with them. And mom really wants a puppy who is going to be super affectionate for her. So we chose Red Collar Girl as a match for them because she is one of the smaller puppies in the litter. And she is such a cuddle bug. She will be wonderful and make mom so happy because she will cuddle, stare into your eyes, and give kisses and just be the most affectionate girl that you ever could possibly ask for. Yes, indeed. Oh, yes, indeed. She also was one of the very first puppies who responded to children. Her response to children is very strong and very positive. So perfect for the 3 kids. She loves to explore on her own. She likes to go off and check things out, but she is the type of puppy who will never go out of sight of her people. She always stops and checks back fairly frequently to make sure that she knows where her people are, that they know where she is. And that's a great characteristic to have in a dog. It's wonderful. She's very easygoing. She's a loyal type of girl, and she's going to be extraordinarily devoted to her family. She is full of mischief and lots of fun, and she is got just the right temperament, oh yes, to learn tricks. I think that she'll find that that is probably her favorite thing to do, is to learn all the tricks that the children want to teach her. And it's terrific for the kids. It's a really great experience, really strong bonding experience for kids to go to trick school and learn how to do things with their puppy. Great experience for everybody. So I think she's going to make a wonderful addition to her new family. So that's Red Collar Girl. Oh, there you go, my little pumpkin. Here you are. Hi, sweetie. How's my baby? Hi. Whoops, sorry. And last but not least, we have Orange Collar Girl. Orange Collar Girl is another one of the black girls, as you can see. And she is going to live very close to us. She is going to a family in Maple Bay. And Maple Bay is just outside the Duncan area. This is a lovely family with a local business in Duncan. They have 1 child and they already have a Labradoodle. Yeah. So their asks were for a puppy who was going to be able to fit in well with their existing Labradoodle and also cope with a child with rather unique requirements. They also are looking for some cheer and some laughter and some good times in their house. They've had a difficult past year and they just need some relief from that and something that's going to bring some smiles and positive energy to their home. So we picked Orange Collar Girl for a few reasons. Orange Collar Girl is by far the broadest shouldered girl in terms of her mental state. She is well able to absorb any situation and it doesn't stress her out. You'll see how she's sitting here with this lovely, calm, quiet demeanor, and that is typical of her no matter what the circumstances. When we desensitize the puppies, we do a lot of noise desensitization. So we throw a lot of metal dishes on the floor, we honk horns, we make strange noises, we have large size people with hats that come in, a whole lot of things that can potentially be quite scary to a young dog. And every time Orange's response has been, okay, all right. She's not silly. She doesn't rush up and not take into regard that this is something new, but she doesn't run away. She never has a fit. She's never afraid. She just sits quietly and assesses things. So we feel that this is absolutely the ideal type of temperament for the child in the family who does have some special needs in terms of needing a puppy who is going to be with him, who is very calm, who's very sensitive, and also very caring. And you can see by all these kisses that she is a very affectionate and positive-minded little girl. She has a temperament that I adore. She has just maturity beyond her years. She's very well balanced and just a great little dog. So she and Light Blue Collar Boy have the biggest hearts in the litter, I would say. They are best friends. They are the 2 that are always together, and they both have similar temperaments in that they have these enormous hearts and huge capacity for love and empathy. So that's Orange Collar Girl, and that is all the puppies and their families that they're going to. So we're really pleased with how everything worked out. When you have a litter of 11 puppies and 11 different families, it's a lot of different personalities and different sets of circumstances to match up. So when we were doing the allocations, I have this enormous sheets of paper and they were all plastered across the wall and across our sliding glass doors with everything from our notes. So we had each puppy and a little synopsis of them, and each family with a synopsis of them and what they were looking for. And then we started doing our matching from there. And sometimes it takes 3 and 4 and 5 rounds to get things right. And this time remarkably, it was actually easier than when you have sometimes a smaller litter. It was just great. We really, like I say, everything just meshed so well with this litter. The families and what they were looking for, it was easy to find those personalities in the puppies. So we're really thrilled. We know everybody's going to be so happy, and best of all, we know our puppies are going to have the very best lives possible. Yes, and that's what's most important. Yes, it is, Miss Orange Collar Girl. You can see she's just a little bit affectionate. Good girly. So we really hope that you've enjoyed this video. I know our families are all really excited about which puppy is theirs. We do tell our families before the video comes out. We don't make them wait till the video comes out. So everybody already knows who their puppy is. This weekend is puppy pickup weekend, so all of our little sweethearts will be leaving us this weekend. The house is going to seem rather quiet without the 11 of them. And the Cinnamon Swirl puppies are also going home. We have one from the Cinnamon Swirl litter who is staying with us, at the one that's going to the UK. But one puppy after 14 is going to be quite a change in the household. So we will do a recap video next week, just with some tips and pointers and reminders once everyone has their puppy at home. And otherwise, this is our last update where you will actually see the puppies. Next week, they'll all be in their new homes, and you'll just get me talking and giving everybody some tips. So we hope you enjoyed the video. Give us a thumbs up if you did. And please, if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel so you can keep up to date on all the new developments, new litters, and all of our new knowledge that we're so happy to share with you. Thanks so much for watching.